What's up, guys? So today we are going to be talking about Wolverine issue number 4. Remember, guys, if you're not caught up with the series and you don't want to get lost, remember I have all the review videos on this channel for this series, so go check them out. But if you're all caught up, then you should know that this last issue number 3, really got things back on track for me with this series. I love Wolverine. I love Benjamin Percy. I'm gonna keep on buying these books because it is Wolverine, but I'm glad to know that things are going in a great direction. And I gotta say, this is another solid issue. When I think of Wolverine, one of the things that I do think about often is trauma and dealing with trauma and how that trauma affects us and kind of changes the way that we behave. And with Wolverine, when you explore that in books, it's always a great read. So let's get right into it. So guys, we pick up with Wolverine getting summoned by the Krakoan Quiet Council, and basically he has to return Magneto's helmet, of course, which Magneto didn't like. But you know, they're pretty much square. You know, after Magneto ripped the adamantium from his skeleton that one time. I don't know if Magneto remembers that, but Logan kind of remembers that. Basically, they're kind of lecturing Wolverine like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. It kind of undermines our national security. It's going to cause issues. And Wolverine's basically like, you know what? I got the job done. Talking gets in the way of doing. I did what I had to do. It is what it is. Leave me alone, basically. And Magneto is still pretty salty about Wolverine using his helmet. Wolverine basically said, you know, I used that to piss in, so I hope you enjoy that. Enjoy this gift. I hope you like it. And then we get another one of those famous exposition pages, which you don't have to read because I've already read it for you, and I'm going to summarize it for you guys. And basically, this page is just talking about how Wolverine wants to believe in Krakoa. He wants to believe in better things, but he just can't bring himself to believing that. Every time Wolverine has thought things were going good, things were going great, he's been met with something that's even worse. The thing turns into something worse, and he just doesn't want to have to go through that huge high, those plummeting lows again. He hates that. So that's basically where he's at right now in this book. Wolverine plants a gate to go to this bar, the Red Tavern up in Canada. It's dark, it's cold. They play country on the jukebox. That's all they have. The beer is crazy. This is Wolverine's kind of place. And he basically just goes here once or twice a week to drown his sorrow, numb himself, which, you know, it happens. Especially someone as long-lived as Wolverine felt so much that you just kind of don't want to feel. And for some of you that are older, you probably know what I'm talking about. So while he's at this bar, he kind of gets into a little altercation with some guy, breaks his nose, is chilling. He orders one of the drinks, and it turns out the drink was poison. He wakes up in some kind of bathroom or cellar. The guy that he had that altercation with ends up being dead, and a cop walks in and actually shoots Logan with a poison dart. So he gets passed out again. And the reason why that police officer had the poison dart is because he had been seeing moose and other beasts out there in Canada just being completely ravaged. So he thinks something weird is going on. He wakes up, he's been framed for actually killing that man. He finds out that the people at that bar have actually met up because they know who Wolverine is. They know that he's a mutant, and they are actually an anti-mutant group, a mutant trauma group, a group for people who have been affected by mutants and are still reeling from the trauma. One of the guys there, he was at Madripoor one time with his fiance when Wolverine was still Patch, and Wolverine caused a fight. During the fight, a chair hit his fiance, and a week later, a blood clot killed her. So this is the adverse effects of mutants on humankind. You know, these little things that happen that affect regular humans, or it could affect anybody really, but they have chose to direct this anger towards mutants. And so these anti-mutant people, they know that they can't possibly kill Wolverine, but what they can do is ice him. So their plan is, while he's tied up on this chair, they're gonna cut a circle into the ground and dip him in there so he can just be on ice forever. And that's gonna be his punishment for all the bad things. So basically, this is about to happen, and Wolverine is pretty much accepting that. He's like, you know what? I deserve this. I did this. There's nothing I can say that's going to make anything better. You're right. Just do it. That's when Omega Red reveals himself. He was the guy who actually killed that man and not Wolverine. And I believe he kills those people there, and he kind of draws a similarity to Wolverine. They're very similar in that they have all this trauma and they're just trying to blunt it. But Omega Red is feeding off of Wolverine's pain, and he has the whole vampire nation behind him, which is a pretty epic thing. And that's pretty much the ending of the book. Right now, as I'm filming this, I've already read issue number 5, so I need to get on that. This is another late ass review, guys, and I'm really sorry about that. I've been slacking a little bit. There's been stuff happening, but I'm gonna get to issue number 5. You know, if Thor issue number 6 comes out, I'm gonna get to that. I want to do a DC book, but I'm just really not sure what I want to do right now and what I want to commit to. But I am committed to Thor and Wolverine, and I will get Wolverine issue number 5 out very soon, I promise. This was another solid issue. Again, not that much action, but I liked seeing Wolverine kind of just deal with his trauma, like how that affects him. He doesn't care if you're gonna try to ice him. He's experienced like every different kind of pain that there is. He just doesn't care, and he's caused pain as well. He's just at a point where he's just so down and he just doesn't want to feel anymore, and that's a relief to him. It's something else, really. That's pretty much it, guys. If you've been following this series, let me know what you think about it so far, the things that maybe I missed from this book. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it, whatever. I would love to hear from you guys. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.